Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn about how to filter data in Microsoft Excel. So we have a simple data here that we are going to use to learn how to filter data in Microsoft Excel. So first, I will explain the objective of this tool, and I also take you through briefly what you can use filter to do in Excel. So when we talk about filtering data in Excel, it just means you being able to control the display of information or data that you have. So for instance, I have a data and I want to display only information about one particular department or region or employee status. So it can be a question like, I want to see all contract staff in your data list. It means that we have to find a way to collapse the permanent, the fixed term, and all other type of employee status, with the exception of the permanent or the contract status. So if you are given a question to come out with only employee data from Greater Accra region, then it means that we have to be able to control the display of information in such a way that only Greater Accra region data will be showing. So how do you go about this? First, you check your data to be sure of the number of records and where your data starts from and where your data ends at. My data starts from here. Just using the control and the down arrow key, you get to the end of the data. You could see that I don't have any empty rows in my data. So in that case, to start the filtering process, all that you do is to select any of the cells because you don't have any empty rows. Then you go to the data tab. On the data tab, you click on filter. You select any cell, go to the data tab, then you click on filter. When you click on filter, you see some filtering buttons on all the headers of your data. These buttons are the ones you are going to use to filter the data. So assuming I want to see all employees from the Greater Accra region, it means that my concentration will be on the button on the region. So I'll click on it. This one will give me a distinct one for all the regions that I have in that particular column. I'm interested in Greater Accra. So from here, they have all been ticked, meaning that Excel is displaying all this information or all this region. But I'm interested in Greater Accra, so I have to uncheck all other regions with the exception of Greater Accra. But the first one I see here is select all. In order not for me to do so many ticks, I'll first of all click on the select all to uncheck all of them. Then I'll tick my Greater Accra and I'll click OK. So when you do a filtering to a particular header, the icon on the header changes or the button changes, which looks now more like a funnel on it. Then the small inscription below it will tell you that this one, the filtering is equal to Greater Accra. Now, if you check the row numbers, the first one was 4. From 4, Excel jumps to 13, telling you that in between 4 and 13, there are other items But because they don't meet the criteria Greater Accra, they are being hidden. We have 13, 14, 15, 10, 20, 23, 24, 26, 29. So this is how you do a simple filtering in Excel. What if your boss asks you, he's just not interested in those coming from Greater Accra, but Greater Accra but with the finance department. So which header are you going to concentrate on again? Is the department. We have already picked the Greater Accra from here. So we'll come here and uncheck all of them and take our finance. So from here, we have been able to filter all employees that are with finance department and located at Greater Accra. To know the number of people involved, you can check the status bar here. So it will tell you that 2 out of 34. It means that we have 34 records, but 2 of them are coming from Greater Accra and they are with the finance department. Alright. So assuming you are done, you can easily highlight it. You can even copy it, open a new sheet by clicking on this plus button and paste it there. This one will copy only the visible cells and you can easily paste it on a different sheet if you want to print it or send it to your boss. Alright. Assuming you are done, how do you clear the filtering? You can come here and say clear filter from department. I can come here and say clear filter from region. If you want to perform any other filtering, you can easily do it. Assuming I want to filter to know those whose salary is greater than or equal to 10,000. Greater than or equal to 10,000. So I'll concentrate on the salary. I click on it. Then I can come here and search for all those that are greater than 10,000. But another way to do it is to click on the normal filter. Then I can go for this option, greater than or equal to. And I'll just put the amount here, 10,000. I click OK and I have my data being filtered as such. Alright. Note, when you are dealing with numbers, you see normal filter. If you are dealing with text, maybe department, you will see text filters. If you are dealing with dates, you will see date filters. Inside the date filters, there are so many options that you can go for. Inside the text filters, there are so many options that you can go for. So you are looking for anything that begins with, that contains, that ends with. Alright. If I want to clear it, I can clear from here. If you are done with the whole thing and you don't want to see the buttons on top, you can easily go back to data, then you click on filter again. Note, filtering is about controlling the display of data. It doesn't rearrange the data. By inside filtering, you can equally apply sorting to it. You can equally sort by or filter by color if you have any colors or you have applied conditional formatting and you have some colors in your data, you can use filter by color to identify them. But because it's grayed out here, because we don't have any colors in our data set. So this is filtering. You can give it a try on your own. I'll see you in the next video tutorial where we learn about interesting stuff in Microsoft Excel. This is Eric from ISOCEL. Thank you.